But here's my perspective on microtransactions and season passes. So for the first season pass, let's talk about that. So season passes have only been around for about, or downloadable content in general, I would say mainstream for about anywhere between 10 to 15 years. Yes, you had options to where you could download some maps and things like that on different games before that, like on the Dreamcast, or if you're a PC gamer. Now, I'm not a PC gamer at all, so this rant is mostly about console games. But downloadable content really became mainstream about the end of the PS3 area, but really mainstream in the PS4 because you have faster modems. You can download some seasons are so important, and downloadable content is so important. Once again, back in the day, when you bought a game off the shelf, that's the game that you got. Okay? However that game came, that's what it was. And companies would put out a whole new game. That's when you would get Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Ultimate, Street Fighter this, or you have 5 different versions of Mortal Kombat 3. Okay, and then you got 7 different versions of Call of Duty 2. You know what I mean? Like that's what they would do. They would just used to just put out a whole new game, and guess what you had to do when they put out the whole new game? You had to buy it all over again. And it's usually the same. They usually added 1 or 2 characters. Okay, especially in the fighting game world, they might add 3 or 4 characters. That's new, but all the other characters are the same moves, same backgrounds, maybe some updates of things that may have been broken, but that's it. That was $50. But now they do a season, and this is the same that goes for like sports games and stuff like that, but it's a little bit different for sports games because they put out a game every year. So sports games put out a game every year, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for fighting games and games that put out a game once every 5, 6, 7 years, they have to keep giving you a new season, a new downloadable content to kind of keep the game flowing. However, when they do that, instead of putting out a whole new game, they give you that downloadable content, you got to pay for it. If you think they're going to be putting out new characters, new wardrobes, new customizable items, new stages, and you're not going to have to pay for it, you got to be crazy.